Welcome back. It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thanks for joining us again. Our guest is Bob Dutton. Senator Dutton is the Republican leader in the California State Senate. We thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Be careful what you wish for. You're there as the leader for yet another budget crisis.
Yeah.
Is it $25 billion? Is it $28 billion? The numbers keep going up.
Well, it does. It changes. It's a moving target.
It is a moving target. Let's talk about solutions, because in the final analysis, we need solutions. Where is the caucus, the Republican caucus, looking to somehow close this gap?
What we have tried to do in the 6 years I've been in the Senate, we've been trying to do an honest evaluation of the current programs to make sure that they're delivering the services that they're supposed to with the greatest amount of efficiency and benefit to the people. And we just have not been successful in getting the kind of accountability that's necessary in order to make that happen. There's three basic things you're going to have to do to solve the crisis that we're currently in. You're going to have to take a look at cuts and program reductions. You don't have any choice. That's got to happen immediately. It's got to happen quick. Reforms have to take place, not only in the way we do budgeting, but also in accountability with regards to how the civil service protection and other things within government. There needs to be more, more common sense put in that place. And then also we can take a look at restructuring our revenue sources and streams, and to make sure that it's leveled out a little bit so it doesn't have these peaks and valleys so much.
Let's talk about cuts. As you know, under Prop 98, 40% of the state budget must go to non-university education. So that means that this education budget will be about $47.5 billion. A lot of money, but that's $9 billion less than 4 years ago. I mean, you hear educators, union or otherwise, just pulling their hair out. What do we do about this education crisis?
Well, they're in the same position that everybody is, just with even like with your household budget. They're going to have to figure out a way to take a look at how they deliver the services that they provide and do them in a more cost-effective manner and a greater benefit to the students. And that's one thing everybody needs to start talking about is the output. Okay, that from our educational community and the kids. Not so much about how much money you're getting, but what are you doing with the money? How are you spending it? And are we getting the results necessary in order to justify investing even more?
Another frustration that we hear is that when we close budget deficits, we rely on overly optimistic projections, and we also rely on money we think is going to come from Washington and doesn't. Are those days going to end where we're going to budget honestly and fairly?
If you're going to have truth in budgeting, yes. Those kinds of gimmicks and the way they change things around, you're right. That is part of the problem. And in the past, in the prior years, going back over 10 years ago, that really didn't happen. But California didn't have the problem of generating wealth like we do today. This is a whole different world that's just created in the last 10 years. The whole dynamics of California have changed, and we don't create the same amount of wealth. That's the reason why the country's having such a problem.
At the same time, maybe I'm being Pollyanna, but I believe we're turning a corner, and the economy is going to get better. And what that means is that more revenue will come in, which is a blessing and a curse if you don't save some of that extra revenue. Are you going to work to make sure that we save extra revenue once we really do start seeing revenues coming in at the level we hope they will?
We will be proposing in the way of reforms, budget changes, and it would require the establishment of reserves and things that are prudent to do. And frankly, I always look at the glass as being half full instead of half empty.
Right,
and if I didn't, I wouldn't be up there right now.
No doubt.
I don't believe in a no-win scenario. I'm there to fix problems, and I continue to keep working in that area.
And do you see your colleagues moving toward effective reform?
I think we've got a very dynamic group of senators that are joining me right now. They're almost 50% of my caucus is new, but they're all got experience. They're coming over from the Assembly. I've been spending the last few days in doing briefings and things and getting them up to speed.
Great. Bob Dutton, we thank you for joining us. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thank you for joining us. Back to HLN.
Today, everything you need to be entertained is ready and waiting right inside your home. Thanks to Charter Digital Cable. Sign up and you get over 100 of the most popular channels, all in crystal clear quality and sound. Plus an easy-to-use program guide that makes it simple to find all your favorites. More drama, more news, more laughs for less. Suddenly, staying in is in again. Bring your home to life with Charter Digital Cable. Call today.